Do you think Boris Johnson is a good leader?
Yes.
Why?
Because he has a unique ability to connect to the public. He has a unique ability to understand what the public think.
As a leader, he has the popularity in terms of the people, but I'd say as a Conservative leader, his ideology isn't intact. And I've heard it was one of Margaret Thatcher's old ministers. He called him an English nationalist instead of a Conservative, and I thought that was quite a fitting description.
Boris Johnson is a great leader with his experience previously as the Mayor of London and then Foreign Secretary. I think he was very popular. I think that he is still popular, and I believe that he will stay on as a leader.
I'd say the same, a great party leader. I think really he resonates very well with a lot of the population as well.
I feel like he's a good leader because he's breaking old conservative stereotypical ideas, allowing an inclusivity of one nation conservatism. He got Brexit done. He's going through a wartime inflation now, and he's going to sort it out, I believe.
I think Boris Johnson is the right man for the job as being Prime Minister. I mean, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who could be it, but what I will say is that I have been disappointed with him over the past 2 years. I think the handling of the pandemic by himself and his government isn't what it could be. I think there's been a lot of slip-ups where it was quite obvious that it shouldn't have happened.
Is he a Conservative?
Is he a Conservative? Well, obviously we've seen the Conservative Party. We've had a lot of issues thrown at us over the past couple of years. The pandemic, we've obviously recently had the invasion of Ukraine, which have forced us to move away from some of the traditional Conservative values. But I really look forward, and obviously Rishi outlined in his speech this morning that he doesn't enjoy putting these measures on the country, and hopefully as we move out of these crises we can start showing the country that you voted for a Conservative Party, you're now going to have Conservative values imposed on you.
Do you think Boris Johnson is a Conservative ideologically?
Yes, I do. I think fundamentally he believes in conservative principles, and at the end of the day we're one of the fastest countries in Europe to unlock and reduce our restrictions from COVID, and that shows just his liberal principles.
What does Boris stand for then?
What does he stand for? I think that's the point. It's pragmatism. It's whatever way the wind blows, he will blow.
What do you think?
I'd say his ability to be absolutely pragmatic and flexible for complete change at any given moment.
Do you think pragmatism is a good thing?
No.
Why?
Well, I think you need ideology, and people like that. People respect it. People respected Margaret Thatcher because they knew what she was going to do. They might have not liked it, but she was a strong leader, and they always say that, and she followed an ideology, whereas with pragmatism, people don't know what their leaders are going to do.
What does Boris Johnson stand for?
He's a charismatic figure. He is somebody who is a liberal Conservative, and as somebody from northwest of England myself, the seats that were gained both in northwest of England and the northeast of England come a great strength of his, and the Conservative Party has a wider appeal now than what it did at the last general election and the general election before that.
So what do you think Boris stands for?
I think Boris stands for levelling up opportunities across the country. We've seen across successive governments a lack of initiative when it comes to levelling up opportunities, be it transport, be it education, health, all these different things. And I think a massive part of Boris's and his government's agenda is about levelling up those opportunities across the country, both in the north and also other regions across the country as well. So down in the southwest, Wales, so all across the board in all different areas. And I think that's a massive part of what the government's trying to achieve.